everyone. This is Angelica Salva presenting my week 3 lesson. And at the end of the lesson, the students should be able to describe the nature and background of the sport. Second, execute the different position involved in the sport. And lastly, appreciate the importance of team sport playing positions by understanding its key role. For this week 3 lesson, namely 5 basic positions in basketball, soccer, and sepak takraw players and its role. Materials needed for the entire discussion will be laptop, PPT presentation, and visual aids. To formally start my lesson, let me greet everyone a happy day and advance Merry Christmas. Also, let me check your attendance. Thank you for your presence and let us start. In the motivation, they will have the pick to word. The instructions will be, the student will read 2 pictures to form a word. The puzzles can be a combination of the pictures, a homonym, or what the pictures sound like. 10 pick-to-word puzzle will be shown on the screen and everyone has its chance to answer. 15 scramble words that consist of the terminology under basketball, soccer, and sepak takraw. After, questions will be asked about the relation of the motivation activity to the topic of today's lesson and encourage every student to participate in the class discussion. Team sport, a sport that involves competition between teams of players. A basketball team can consist of a lot of players, but only 5 can play on court in a game. Players have designated basketball position: center, power forward, small forward, shooting guard, and point guard. The teacher will discuss the 5 basic position in playing basketball and its key role in a basketball team. Starting from center, power forward, small forward, shooting guard, and then point guard. Using illustration on the chalkboard, create the basketball and post a 3D 5-player and discuss the function. Topic 2. Discuss the class by video presentation that skills used in soccer, passing or shooting, dribbling, and controlling or tapping the ball, and demonstrate how to play sepak takraw using a student representative. Moving forward to our enrichment activity. Set and shoot or stand and block. This game is like true or false but with a twist. So the instructions, the teacher will present a statement about 5 basic positions in playing basketball and students will identify if the statement is either true or false. Students have to sit and shoot if the statement is true and stand and block if the statement is presented false. Using the video presented, identify the following skill and have the reflection of why do you think that the executed skill is right. Execute the skill of being a feeder, striker, and server. Based from the discussion about 3 basic positions in playing sepak takraw, students will create their own position. It should be an original creation and create reflection by 2 to 3 sentences on your insight. In addition, let us have an application this activity. And this activity is called What's Your Position and Choose Your Bet. For the instruction of What's Your Position, based from the discussion about 5 basic positions in playing basketball, students will create their own basketball position. It can be an original creation or a combination of 2 or more playing positions in basketball. Followed by 2 to 3 sentences description of the player's position with 3 key rules and 2 attributes. So the instruction for the Choose Your Bet, let the student choose their character during the outside play of basketball, soccer, or sepak takraw. Among the bet they choose, execute the role and skill of the player. For the evaluation, a short quiz, 90 items, 3 3-part quiz on mixed questions about team sport, basketball, soccer, and sepak takraw. Part 1 will be multiple choice, part 2, true or false, and part 3 will be essay. For your assignment, make a video presentation. Create a 3-minute video presentation about your created basketball position. Briefly define it in your video with at least 3 sentences and not exceeding 5. Okay.